I bloviate, so here's my short take on something I read. Today I am giving my take on Jonathan Raban's Coasting, which is a travel book. My foray into reviewing travel lit. It's not a review though, it's a take. And this is all about his 1982 trip, which he took of doing in a seagoing kvetching the whole way around the British Isles. So literally doing the whole coast. And it's Jonathan Raban. You can tell it's a Picador travel classic, which gives you an idea. This is definitely travel literature with somebody who is an amazing writer, giving you these very lyrical descriptions of the seacoast of Britain. Also very intellectual. A lot of the history, kind of cultural, political history. This is not this was published in 1986, but it was a 1982 trip, and it's all sort of in the setting of Thatcher's Britain, and Thatcher is doing her little adventure in the Falkland Islands to just pump herself up, and all the whole bellicose thing. Well, they had if you had Reagan in America, you had Thatcher in England. Fun times. Now you can look back at it and think, well, they were right-wing fuckheads, but they were right-wing fuckheads who sort of seemed to know what they were doing a lot more than... am I getting political now? I guess I am. But yeah, there's a right-wing fuckhead in command of the free world at the moment, or whatever. So yes, this is Jonathan Raban's look at that. It's also, I think what makes this actually probably one of his most special books is that this is also him coming to terms with his native land, England. And this was written, I think, after he wrote this, he actually emigrated to the States. Speaking of the States. And so this is sort of his love / hate / kind of struggle with his home country, and he's also got kind of his own personal issues at the time. It's this whole confluence of things of what was happening in his life at the time, his amazing writing, just all that kind of comes together to make for what is indeed a classic of travel writing. And this falls right into my sweet spot also of I have a sweet spot as someone who's not nautical at all. I like to swim, but sailing and all that, it's a complete blank spot for me, but I love to read about it. And so this definitely is one of those, if you want something, a nautical classic as well as a travel classic, this is definitely the book for you, because he learns about how to sail in this book. He starts off, I believe, as a relative beginner. So yeah, that's my take on Coasting by Jonathan Raban. More videos later.